welcome back. How are you doing? I'm going to show you today one of the most underrated exercises ever, which is the resistance bands. These bands are amazing. You can train everything. You can manipulate movement, you can make them even more difficult than even machinery equipment. The good thing is they're quite cheap, easy to get. You can buy it everywhere online in your local sportswear outlet, and also you can train almost every advanced movement you can think of. So let's get right into it. Before we start, do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notification to be on the first one to see the uploads. Let's go. So, thank you Christian for coming. Christian is going to be your model. He will demonstrate the exercise as you're going to do it along with me. Now I'm going to use a blue band, which is a tennis band. Now let's say there's nothing, let's say you're outdoor at the beach, there's nothing you can tie down, you have to use your own legs like that. So you can put your feet on as follows and do the biceps in this motion. However, let's assume there is a gym, there's something you can tie down. In this case I'm going to use this machine over there. I'm going to tie it around, you have to make a loop. Have a loop? So you're going to make a loop like that, put it into the other loop, and pull it back in, and it's nice and tight. So, Christian, you can start. I want you to face that way, grab it with your left arm. That's it. Make sure you start with already an intention. So when you're going to move, and when you start and finish, you always have to be in a tension zone. As you can see over here. What I want you to make sure you're quite straight, so you're quite straight. Then squat down for some more stabilization in your legs. Now I want the elbows more to the front. Have a look over here. So you're going to start from this angle, you're going to bend your arms 90 degrees and go down into full straight at 180 degrees. That's it. Now this motion is important. This is the bicep curl. As you can see, the good thing is you're also going to target the shoulders, rock nice, rock hard. Now have a good look on his wrist. It's not turned out. It's just nice and straight. It's too bad for the wrist. Now if you like to make it more challenging, you can either make it tighter. You can also walk more to the front like that, and you're going to feel the tension, or I'm just going to hold it 2 seconds long. The isometric hold. You're going to hold it for 1, 2, straighten down. The most important thing is to keep the elbows there, because okay, if you get tired, you're going to bring the elbows to the back. Now in this case, try to bend the arms and bring it to the back. That's the way to make it lighter, but you don't want that. Now let's go for triceps. So, next exercise is the tricep, the back of the arms. Now, the good thing with bicep is we have 30% bicep and just 30% tricep. You will see that the tricep exercise are a bit easier to handle because you're stronger now. Do the same exercise, in this case facing that way, body straight, have it like that. Always start with the tension zone, so when you bring the arms to the back, the next in line with the body is already intense. You can see already the tricep engaged like that. This time I want your elbows a little more to the back like that. Alright? So you're going to lean more forward, you're going to make a bow like that. And if you bow, do not slouch like that. So make sure everything's in a nice straight line like that. So bend your arms, just like a bicep curl, and you're going to extend it without letting the elbows drop down. Sometimes people bring the elbows down like that as they go down. So when they do that, they do like that. So keep it in one straight line. So I'm going to keep my hands here, and he will not lose contact with my arms. By doing that, you're keeping it constantly under control. Now, I'm focusing on tricep, however, the back muscles are also engaged. That is okay, you want that. Have a good look on his neck muscles. So the traps here, and the shoulders are straight, he's not rotating, and you don't see anything happening here. It's quite soft, which means he's not shrugging. You don't want to shrug. You have to focus only on one thing, to extend the arms and bend it. Yeah, that's a good one. Also here, if you like to make it more challenging, take a big step to the back. Like that, and then do the same exercise. Keep it there and lock it out. Focus on a full hyperextension lock. It never happens, but you will feel the brain almost cramping in tricep. So let's go for the third exercise, which is the back muscles. In this movement, I want you to grab the arm, grab the bands with 2 hands without grabbing it. So basically, you do your hands, fingers wide like that, and just flex it up, as you can see over there. And you're going to go, grab behind the bands, keep it wide, as you can see with Christian is doing that. Now, Christian is a tall guy, so I want him to squat down. In any case, I want you to squat down, because when you squat it, you're already targeting a little more of the core anyway. So as you squat down, make sure nothing is moving, your body is steady, and you're going to go diagonally like a triangle motion, out and to the back. Out and to the back. Now have a good look on his arms. His arms are straight, which means he's working also on his tricep. As you can see, you can always target every muscle you want. Now, the good thing, most important thing is that you do not shrug. So as you can see here, the shoulders are straight down, And the most important thing is that you try to bring the chest open, bring the shoulder blades into each other. So I want him, for example, in this case, to squeeze my fingertips. If you look closely here, the shoulder blades are going in. While doing that, you're going to target slightly on the rhomboids, which is a very important muscle which helps you get to the straight posture. When the band is heavy, sometimes when the band is heavy, you try to lean your body weight to the back. You don't want that. As you can see, it's just perfectly fine, steady, and that's very important as well. Then you can target the back. By putting it more out, you also target the lats. The lats at this moment are rock hard. Also the erector spinae, which keeps the spine straight, also rock hard at the moment. Serratus, back serratus is also quite hard as well. So you can make it as hard as you want. Let's say you want to target more of his back muscles from up to down. Right, let's still try to lean more to the back like that and try to pull it again. And now the serratus is even harder. But this will of course much more difficult, and you will see a slight elevation, not slight shrugging in the traps. It's not that shrugging is very bad for you. However, I do not recommend to shrug. Try to keep the shoulders neutral so you can focus only on the lats and the lower traps and the rhomboids. Okay. So down to the fourth exercise, which is the chest. I want you to use the band, put it around a pillar or something, or a pole, anything which you can find which is steady and also rigid, obviously. You're going to loop it around and try to make sure it's evenly divided from left to right, because you're going to do a press with that. If the right one is tighter than the left, you will get unbalanced form. So make sure it's evenly divided. Okay, you can even pull it to see if it's even or not. Does this feel good? Perfect. You're going to wrap it around like you're going to wear a coat, and you're going to face that way. You're going to do a chest press and a chest flyer. Now let's say, because this pillar is quite thick and I'm using orange band, medium band, if you find this too difficult, you can also put it on your back instead of a pillar, or choose a lighter band. Now, I want you to squat down slightly so you have more brace and you're also more balanced, like that. There we go. And just like you're doing a push-up, I want you to push yourself forward, only the arm, and without moving anything else with the body. That's it. Just like doing any other exercise, everything's in neutral position, so the shoulders are down. I can even squeeze the neck muscle, they're soft, which means they're not shrugged. That's important, that you do not shrug. If you shrug, you're doing something else. You don't want to work on your neck muscle anyway. Also have a good look on his wrist. Let's go over here. From the front angle, you can see as he pushes it forward, he doesn't go in. And he's not bringing his arm in. So when you're doing this exercise, just like you're doing a push-up, you don't bring your arms in, right? So you just keep pushing forward. So you're pushing forward and keeping the shoulders down. You can see the tension on the chest muscle over there. Have a good look on his wrist. His wrists are not like that. Imagine giving a punch on a wall like that. It's going to be powerful and very devastating for the wrist. Keep it straight line. That's exactly what Christian is doing. Alright. Now that was a chest press. Now let's work on we call it the chainsaw chest, get those nice shredded lines. You can do chest flyers. You're going to bring your arms up, just like you're flying like that. And just close your arms up to here. That's it. Good. Again, try to focus on your shoulders, do not shrug. So if you do that, you're going to work on your neck muscles, which is not the case here. Now let's say you find this too difficult, you can also bend your arms like that. And when you bend your biceps are much more activated and the length is also much more less. So that you can pull in easier and have less strain on the body. That's right, correct? You can also work on the lower parts, so we're going a bit lower like that. I'd like to pull down to the front. That's already much more difficult, especially with this band, you can see it. Try to bend your arms if you like. So you can target the side, the up part, the lower part, the inner part, just by doing different form or different length in different direction. Good. So for the last fifth exercise, I'm going to show you how to train your legs. Now for this one, I'm going to show you 3 varieties to train your legs. On the inside, the front, and the back side, also the glutes like that. You're going to tie it around the pole around the knee height. Keep your feet in there. Important that you bring the band right underneath the kneecap. Otherwise, it's really hurt you. I will also recommend, because Christian is wearing a short, wear a pants, because it's going to pull your hair. The bands are really, the latex against the skin doesn't feel pleasant. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to do a squat. The good thing with that is you don't need to focus on your back form. Now you get the balance from the squat, no problem, because you're going to work on the legs anyway. Squat up and down. That's right. Now, the good thing with this band is, because the band is going to bring the knees out, and you have to keep the knees on its place, and for that, you're going to work on the adductors. Adductors will help you to bring the legs in like that. Just keep going up and down. Now, if you notice, if you feel this is fine, and you're okay with that, and it's not too heavy, then feel free to go more On this side, you're going to increase the tension of the band, and this will pull your knees even more out, which makes your adductors more engaged. As simple as that. That's good. So the most important thing is the knee alignment and the toe alignment. Have a look on his knees, where he's going. He's going that way. It has to be in the same direction as the toe. The knee and toe alignments are in one straight line. A wrong example would be where your knee go inside and toes stay outside. You can also see a lot of pronation in the feet. You can see the backside going up, all the way around where the knee goes out and the toes stay in. You can see that happening. These are wrong alignments. You need to have a normal distribution of force. Right now this is not the case. In fact, by doing that, as you can see, you're going to harm your knees. This is the correct form. Now you're going to go to the wrong form. That's it. So the second variety of the legs, which is in this case focusing more on the quads, quadriceps, the front side. Do a left spin like that, 90 degrees, and we're going to do again the same routine, a squat. As I said before, you can start doing glute squat. Focus on your knee alignment, but that's okay. We should have done already. You try to go up and down, and as you go up, you try to bring the knees to the back. By doing that, you're doing the leg extension, and you're going to focus on your quads. You can also increase the tension by taking a step to the back, or just keeping as it is. Now, there's another version you can do, where you just keep the knees steady. Do not move the knees forward as you go down. So just go down and go up, and then you lock out the knees. Now, many people would say locking the knees, the hyperextension of the knees is not healthy, it's not safe, but it's your own body weight. But for that, you also have a solution. This time, as you go up, you want to lift your toes up, put pressure on the heels, and lift your toes up. And when you, in this case, lock out, you're going to target your quads even more. Give it a try. So you're going to squat up and down, and when you go up, lift your toes up. Put the maximum weight on the heels, put all the way on the heels to get extra quad burn. That's good. Focus on your back straight, but even though you're not checking your form because there's no weight on your back, still you should focus on the correct back form. Good. For the last version, we're going to focus on the side, the adductors and the glutes. You're going to bring the right leg, you're going to keep the band on the outer leg. Now take a step over the band, bring it to the front of the band, because you're going to bend your knees forward so we'll not get in the way. Again, you will do a squat up and down. In this case, the band will pull your knees in, and this should not happen. Do not allow it to go there, the knees go in. Just go up and down with a squat. You're going to keep the knee alignment, knee and toe in a straight line. And because you're pulling your knees out, you're going to work on the adductors and the glutes. So you're going to strengthen the glutes as doing the squat. You might feel it right away. Sometimes it takes a couple sets. But you know, this is all about safety. Whatever you do not let the band knee go inwards. So you can make it heavier by going more this way to increase tension. However, if that will, in this case, if your knee will go inwards as you bend, and do not do this, it's dangerous because the ligaments will even get pulled out more. Try it out to see how it goes with the squats. Alright, that's okay. So again, also here, knee alignment, knee and toe alignment. Make sure you put the weight on your heels. Keep your back straight, try to engage your core, in this case the lower belly, pull it in, and keep your chest forward as you go up and down, and try to keep the legs steady. In this case, I don't want you to lock the legs, just keep it slightly bent and you're almost up. Of course, do not forget to breathe, but you may stop. So every exercise I showed you right now, I want you to do this not more than 3 sets. And in those 3 sets, you can choose to do 10 reps, 30 reps, 40 reps, depending on tension, intensity of the band, but you put focus on the technical failure. In this case, you do 3 sets. If you choose to do 10 reps, that is fine. However, as soon as you deform, you start to overcompensate, leaning backwards, leaning forward, shrugging, whatever you can think of, you stop. And if you want to check what is the correct form, you can look back at the videos or comment below. I'm going to send you feedback, or make a video of yourself, or do it in front of a mirror so you can see what is happening. So maybe sometimes you think you're keeping the back straight, but if you look back in the video, you will see you're quite bent. That's not correct. So whatever you do, despite the amount of sets, focus on technical precision. And if you lose the correct form, you stop right away, even though you have physical strength. But in any case, 3 sets is more than enough. And of course, everything's about 30 seconds to 1 minute rest. Depending on the intensity, you rest longer. Time your rest, and good luck. And don't forget to like and subscribe.